Well, since I last recorded last night, our form has been about as expected. We drew with Montpellier 2-2. This was a good game until Nagalo got sent off in the 73rd minute. That allowed Wahi to equalize. Up until then, we were 2 points up thanks to a brace of Herrera goals. It was frustrating. Monaco beat us 2-1. We held them close. They got an 89th minute goal and an 83rd minute goal. We just fell apart the last 2 minutes of the game. It was really, really frustrating. The guys were tired, had a lot of yellow cards. And despite the fact I didn't have a bunch of guys give their best game, the fact that it took 2 late goals for Monaco to win is kind of good. It doesn't look like it, but it's a decent result in that we made them earn it. Against a team that's not as good as us, we should have won. But I could also say the same thing for Montpellier, because Montpellier is about our level. Against Brest, we absolutely thumped them 4-2. Gueye, a brace of goals. Beza, a brace of goals. And then against Marseille, we lost 1-0 thanks to a Divock Origi goal in the 41st minute. Other than that, this was a very back-and-forth game. We didn't have the huge possession advantage like we usually do. Agudelo did not have a great game at all. Neither did Tuanzebe. It was just one of those where Lyon didn't really have a great game either. You know, Cetriano was on a 6-5. Then Bailey was on a 6-8. You know, a couple others. It was just one of those where the other thing I fell into was that I didn't really have any replacements for Agudelo. As much as I wanted to get him off and maybe bring on Étienne just was not in the best of shape. And that's probably my own fault at the end of the day. But losing to Lyon, or losing to Marseille rather, by 1 is not a huge problem either. Today we're going to play Lorient, and then we're playing Lyon Ducheres in the French Cup 9th round. They are a 4th round, I believe, 4th or 5th level team. I want to say 4th. If we look at the standings at the moment, we are currently in 6th place with 3 points behind Lille, 5 points behind Marseille. There's 3 teams in the top fighting for the first 3 places, and us 3 teams here fighting for, well, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams fighting for the last 3 spots, but I really like our chances. Montpellier is having an off season this season. They're actually a really solid squad. If we were to go back and look at the league here, stages, they're mid-table there. They were 5th there. They were just out there. I mean, they've been kind of on the same track we are, just mirroring us. So they've got some really good players. They're just having an off here this year, and that happens. We're going to have Bachmann in goal, Nagalo and Tuanzebe as the defensive back, Sanchez and Mendes as the wing backs, Demir as the mid, behind Herrera and Badoui, Beza and Agudelo as the attacking mids, and Gueye up top as the striker. You know, first minute highlight. This is never a good thing, especially when we keep giving the ball away like that. Bastos to Rebic. Lorenzi holds it up, gets it up to Rebic. Rebic feeds Krupi, chests it down, loses it. Mafi's there. They get a 2nd minute goal. I realize it's a winter game and it's raining, but the orange ball is absolutely throwing me off. And it's not that I'm orange and green colorblind, but it just bothers me. The Jackie bombs it forward. Headed down. Sanchez ends up with it. Feeds Beza. Beza over to Badoui. Badoui feeds Agudelo, and he buries it. That was nice. Agudelo's first goal of the season. A very quick counterattack to even the score. Free kick, Lafitte. Knocked away. Agudelo. Up to Beza. We have the man advantage for now. Gueye. And he dinks it past the keeper and the defender. We are 2-1 up in the 12th minute. Bastos on the throw-in from Florenzi. Florenzi driving up the left side. Gets it to Lamina. Lamina breaks inside. All the way back to Godin. Lafitte. Over to Labris. Badoui steals the ball. Gueye out to Agudelo. Agudelo back inside to Gueye. Feeds Agudelo again. Herrera's there, and we are 3-1 up. Are they saying Agudelo's offsides? No, he wasn't. Sorry, I had to cough there. Beza from just outside the box. Oh, and he sneaks it in. That was nice. His 4th goal of the season. Curled it around the wall and just past the keeper's outstretched hands. Half hour in, we are thoroughly dominating Lorient. 11 shots, 7 on target. Only 1 clear-cut chance, though. Interesting. Badui out to Mendez on the right. Mendez tries getting over to Herrera. It's headed away. Twanzebe to Agudelo. Agudelo feeds Guay. Guay one-on-one again, and he hits it just too hard over the crossbar. Probably panicked because he thought he had a wide-open shot. Twanzebe to Demir. Mendez back to Twanzebe. Mendez to Demir. Badui. Moon ball up to Agudelo. Agudelo holds it up, crosses it in. Badui absolutely rockets it in the upper left corner. Wow, this has been a very good game. Bachmann, a really nice save on the near post. Ponsau gets it after a lot of back and forth. Badui almost dispossesses him. Florenzi ends up with the ball, and that's the highlight. It was a very good save by Bachmann, though. Pass map is absolutely brilliant. Lamina up to Rebic. Almost dispossessed by Twanzebe. Bastos to Lamina. Rebic beats Krupi. Krupi breaking left. He's got help in the center, but instead he's going to take a shot and bomb it over the crossbar. And that is halftime. Florenzi. Knocked away. Back and forth. Crossed in. Mafi's there, and they get a goal back. Couldn't follow the ball. It doesn't help that Lorient's colors are also orange, so I'm losing the ball there, too. I blame the bifocals, but these are my good bifocals. And I swear, if the game crashes here, I am just going to auto-resolve. I'm going to get Mendez off for Jatome. I think that's the only change we're going to make at the moment. Lafitte. Oh, over the crossbar again. Demir to Sanchez. Demir. Nagalo. Sanchez. Nagalo. Demir. Wait. Oh, nice cross in. Agudelo! I think the keeper got a hand on that. I don't think there was a woodwork hit. We can see when the stats come back up again. Thought I had woodwork on here. No, let me see. Woodwork, half chances. Briss holds it up, gets it to Aoshushi. Oh, the crossbar there. No, that wasn't a woodwork hit. That was the keeper saving it. Good on him. That is the game. With a 5-2 victory, we thoroughly demolished Lorient. 19 shots, 10 on target. Decent possession advantage. Agudelo, Guay, Herrera, Beza, and Badui with goals. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Crawl our way back up into 5th place. I'm going to save the game here real quick. So what I was talking about earlier, and it may have been in the earlier recording of this before the game crashed the first time, was the transfer window is coming up. Plan is we're going to play Lyon Ducheres, and then whoever we get in the 10th round is going to determine whether or not we broadcast that or not, or live com that or not. Transfer window is going to be interesting because I have a lot of very good players who are wanted by some very good teams. As an example, Nagalo is wanted by a lot of teams. Mendez is wanted by a lot of teams. Sanchez is wanted by a lot of teams. Beza is wanted by Rangers. Askadunic is wanted by Al Ain, which I don't know that I would let him go. Basic is wanted by Madrid. If Atletico comes in and makes an offer for him, I'm going to let him go. The flip side of that is I've only got $2.6 million in the transfer budget, and I'm right up against it on the payroll budget. So even if we do lose, like a Nagalo or a Mendez or both of them, I don't know that I'm going to be able to find someone to replace them. It's probably going to be loan players coming in. For some reason, Herrera is wanted by Wolves, and I don't know why. But that is what I have going on. That will be happening during the transfer window, obviously. It's going to be a lot busier transfer window than I thought. Usually January is pretty quiet. Usually I tend to be a buyer and not a seller. And this time I think I'm going to be a seller, and I don't have a say in the matter. So we're going to get up to the Lyon Ducheres game, and then we will Come back for that in just a bit. Well, it was a solid week of practice. Admittedly, Ducheres is not the strongest squad, so I'm not fielding the strongest team. I would have liked to have played some of the youngsters, but they had an under-19 game today, so they couldn't play. So we're going to have a Kubi in goal, Nagalo and Tuanzebe as the defensive backs, Carbonic and Weekend as the wing backs, Demir as the defensive mid behind Amugu and Badui, Bays and Polistri up top as the attacking mids with Itten as the striker. Nagalo to Demir, up to Badui. Beats Polistri, and he scores. First minute goal, his first of the season. I promised him more playing time. I brought him as a backup. He wasn't getting a lot of playing time, and I promised him some playing time. This counts. He'll get some more next part of the season, too. Haven't had any offers for players yet. Told a couple players I would offer them out for loan. Doesn't mean I would accept them. And so where they're going, they have to meet the right deal. Usually I go 50-100 on the salary, but I could go 30-50 as long as they're a regular starter. Everybody's got to be a regular starter at least. One of the other things I'm looking at doing at the end of this season is going through and canceling a lot of our affiliations. And I'll go over that here after the end of the game. It's halftime. That was the only highlight, which was a goal. I'm okay with that. Cacao. Oh, I totally mispronouncing that. Amagu. Takes a shot right at the keeper. Beza from distance. Can't tell he hit the crossbar or the post. They're saying he didn't, but maybe the keeper got a hand on him. Wow, game's going by quick. We're at 85 minutes, and I totally forgot to make second half subs. Not that it matters at the end of the day, unless they score here late. And they don't. That was a really quick game, only like 3 highlights. That's really kind of frustrating. But as it was, Tuanzebe had a good game, Akubi had a good game. Everybody basically had a good game except Itten and Beza, which, frankly, they weren't horrible, which is about all you can ask for. Beza literally just got a start, and he's unhappy. Oh, I offered him a new contract. You mother. He literally came to me last week, and I had a bunch of other stuff going on. It literally slipped my mind. Ends 27. You know what? Fine. I hate it when stuff like that happens. Demir did have a good game. That's right. I had to pay ASSE to come in as my loan manager, and I gave him some bonuses for the French Cup. So, as I mentioned, while the game was flying by, one of the things I'm going to be doing at the end of the season is getting rid of some of these club affiliations. Because the annoying thing is, at the moment, only one I have any sort of agreement with is Coors, who are 5th Division, Lepoy Foot, who are 4th Division, and the rest of these are all first option buys. Now, I'll keep the Tahiti, I'll keep the Senegal, and I'll keep the... I thought I had another one, but maybe not. But I'll keep the Tahiti, I'll keep the Senegalese one, in particular the Senegalese one, but the board isn't willing to give us any new affiliates. So my train of thought is, if we get rid of some of the ones we have, then maybe they'll let us bring on a new one. So that is what we are looking at. Let me just display for the... So until we find out who we're playing in the French Cup 9th round on 12/22, that's in a couple of days. I won't keep you guys around for that. The plan is we got a friendly with ES Tunis. We're going to play our 10th round match, and then we have the transfer window. We'll come back for Reims and PSG, or depending on how big the transfer window is, we may just come back for PSG. But definitely PSG is going to be one of the games we play. We can see how far we have to go in terms of getting a printing press in our own basement. So that said, a couple of really good games. The game against Lorient was absolutely brilliant. It was just what we needed to get back into the swing of things. Lyon, we did enough just to win, and frankly, I'm okay with that. And you know, the Tunis game is just going to be a nice tune-up, except it is the same day as the French 4th Cup, and I am going to have to cancel that, aren't I? Cancel it. I scheduled that before the 10th round popped up. That's my own fault. So, see, managers and FM players are human as well. We can screw up with the best of them left, right, and center. So that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM Jellico. I thank you very much for watching.